1-0.
Peyton Manning and the Colts run the NFL's most sophisticated offense.
255.
Each play can be called or changed at the line. That forces the Colts linemen to wait
Chocolate.
and wait until Peyton finally makes up his mind. I wonder if they ever think, just snap the damn ball.
Check Brown Richmond 96 double. 96 double. Check. Oh, what a flare.
His goal is not to get the perfect play. It's to get out of a bad play. And more times than not, they do that.
Peyton drops, looks, fires, touchdown, Reggie Wayne!
It's a ballet that drives people crazy. You know, as you say, just snap the damn ball. They'll do it when they're damn well pleased.
Check. One left. One left.
It started way back, kind of, I guess, around my second year with Tom Moore. We kind of sat down and just put some code words together and things that kind of made sense. But it has taken off from that.
That's right. Short ox. Richmond, Florida, Buffalo. 97 double. Louisville Soul Train. The purple, Buddha Raiders.
It's not about trickery.
Purple, Buddha Raiders.
But it does take constant communication, because when you do change a pass play to a run,
56 is Mike.
A run play to a pass play, it's not easy as just, hey, let's throw it. It's, I say something, and then you tell the offensive line, and they have an entirely different language that really nobody else understands. It's unbelievable what these guys go through. And by the way, go ahead and block. If you don't have linemen that are smart, that can, like I said, comprehend an audible with 5 seconds, make their calls, call east, west, slug, Dumbo, you name it. These words that, where do these words come from? What other business requires using words like
Whirly bird? Blunt, blatant, thick, pickle, Jose, shaky, DeMulling, tight, Mike, guy, shut, Jake, Storm, no good,
Bonanza? I mean, that really doesn't mean anything, but could be a call that we use. I don't know.
Could be.
Maybe not sure.
Poker it and let him slug it. You're the anchor to the slide.
It's not so much the coach that needs to know what we're talking about. It's the players that need to talk to one another. So we leave a lot of their code words and calls and that sort of thing up to them.
That means that you may have to duel a scat right, 255, stupid.
Hold on, before you go there, we had to call bogus on Howard Mudd, saying he's not involved.
I said, don't talk, let me talk.
I'm glad somebody spoke up.
That man is involved in every part of every call we will ever make.
51 made the play, you know why? Because,
93 made the play, 51 made
let me
the play.
tell you what happened, I was right there.
They need to be smart and they need to be tough-minded. Tough-minded in that, they may only get a piece of the information or they didn't get any of the information.
I remember in Kansas City in the playoff game, the left guard and I, neither of us knew the play, and we couldn't hear. We just kind of ran out. Everything turned out great.
Gives Andrew off the left side, cuts it up the middle, and gets to the end zone. Touchdown.
the way we talk about it is you have to hear. That is not an option. I didn't hear you. And if somebody doesn't hear, I really feel responsible. And so that's why I always kind of go back for a second time. I go down the line just to make sure everybody knows what to do because, you know, if one guy doesn't hear, that guy misses the block and you have a bad play.
One or green light?
Either one.
Green light? Let's go green light.
Green light?
You can read through it in your playbook as much as you want, but you're not going to understand it until you're out there on the field actually hearing it come out of the quarterback's mouth.
Check! Flood left! 50's mine! 50's Mike!
There are times when he calls a real play and then changes it.
Japan!
There are times when he calls a phony play to extract a reaction before we call a real play.
Check Monk Buffalo! Monk Buffalo, 14.
Then we have the fake play, real play, and then change the real play.
Sally, 19 Sally, 19 Sally.
I like that he's changing the play, because when he changes the play, the defense sees us, looking at him or looking at Jeff or whoever, and they're just as confused. I mean, they don't know when the ball's going to be snapped, so a lot of times they kind of relax a little bit and wait for us to get, done communicating.
You get a lot of guessing. I mean, they're trying to guess what play we're running. Listening to our calls. Oh, when they do this, this is what they do.
Whenever he hike his leg, he's giving the finger first.
Yeah, he's giving him how many times he's going to do it.
Yeah, when his leg go down, that ball is coming.
If I were a defender, listening to our calls wouldn't be one of the big things for me, because he's just one of those guys that he'll fake it, or he does his little gymnastics back there, and defenses bite. So the whole listen to the words hasn't worked yet.
Take flood left! Flood left! Hit these, Mike! Flood left!
Really, we don't get to see a lot of them because he's orchestrating behind us.
Honda Buffalo! Honda Buffalo! Honda
But we hear from other people, like family and friends, are like, what is that?
Apple! Inside! 54! 54! 54! 54!
I think about quarterbacks and their defining legacy. You think about Dan Marino, it's just the quick release. And Elway, it's the sprint right, throw back across left.
Back to throw Montana.
Montana is the classic throwing motion in the 2-minute drives. For me, I think it's going to be, this, pick my nose, ear, this, all these different things that I do. I don't know if I want that to be my legacy, but that is what we have to do. And you're constantly having to do something, either to tell the center something, tell the tight ends, tell the receiver, tell the backs. It's what is required of the quarterback to get things communicated.
It's an amazing compilation of people and schemes, and it works.
Line 28!
People say just snap the damn ball, but again, if you look at the track record since Peyton's been here, it's been a great orchestration that's worked.
Because the Colts can be more reactive at the line than other teams,
Peyton may be changing the play.
they take fewer risks and score more touchdowns. And perhaps that will be the legacy of Peyton Manning and his offensive line.
Boy, the Colts line looked tremendous. Protection was excellent.
Nice play.